State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Gets through, and now an opening. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there on the first play of the game. So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Mahomes going to throw. On the move to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. Here's Reddick to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Reddick sets to pass it. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Bradley. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
And give him a ton of credit. He's running the ball really well. But I look at those guys up front. That unit is truly playing as just that. Every move that they make, their teammate understands what that move means and what they need to do. And right now, they're starting to grind it out pretty well.
On first down, it's Bradley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeat.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Mahomes now to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Steps away to his left. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, it's Bradley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This defense for the Cards, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now Reddick. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. On 2nd and 10. Reddick, nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Bradley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. That one complete to Keene, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a holding call.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Bradley dancing away at the 35. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll look to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd down and goal. Reddick, throw left side complete. That's Bradley. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw again. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. On the draw, it's Gibson. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The Cardinals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. And Martin's got it, complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. Touchdown! Rondale Moore, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Right down the middle, and the lead is down to a field goal. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line, and a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. This is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really had zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's got a man wide open, complete. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. From the 27, Mahomes. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Mahomes to throw once more. A throw right side caught by Keene. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And his kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we have reached the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. First down. It's Bradley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 96 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially. But you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game set. And he's taken down here by the Saints. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And They had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone, and with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run on first down. It's Bradley, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7, Reddick. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. On 2nd and goal, Reddick. He finds his man, complete. That's Bradley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Tucker's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Gibson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes flushed out right.
And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. They'll run with Gibson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has.
And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now for the point after. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here are the Saints to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll run on first down. It's Bradley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10. To throw. Dancing to his left. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here. Not done in the 4th. A gain of 6 there on first. 2nd down at 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And sensing the momentum, maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
They'll try and run for it. Pushes him aside at the 45. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking. That was a good play, an incompletion that feels like a disappointment. The ball was tipped in the air, a chance for an interception, and you can just feel the home crowd coming together thinking, this is the big play we've been looking for. And when it falls to the ground, a little bit of disappointment, even though it was a good play. I want to take your role, partner, but up in the fourth quarter and going for it on 4th down and picking it up. How about that?
A big chance. That's why football is not for the faint of heart. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bradley. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
On 3rd down, Bradley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Escaping the pressure right, and he fires one incomplete. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers, and their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down and leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Going to throw right side here, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And they don't get the reception, incomplete. So now they're down to 17 seconds remaining. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints could be on their way to a 5-2 start as they add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And it's complete to Martin. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Flush to his right. Room to run past midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just